Good morning beauties, and in this video I'm gonna show a very simple morning routine. I will apply the skincare and do a minimalistic everyday makeup. Let's start, and for every morning I start with this Hylamide vitamin C booster. This is by The Ordinary, but this is their a bit more expensive line. I cannot remember the name right now, but I will put it in a description. So I apply a few drops of this. Actually, I apply it on my hand first, and then I just kind of apply it all over the face. It has a tiny little bit oily feeling, but not, it doesn't make my skin very oily. And before that, I have just washed my face. In the morning, I do not use any cleanser. I just wash the face with plain water. The next step in my skincare is Pynkang Moisture Ampule. This is a Korean brand, and I really love how moisturizing it is. It's transparent and it feels like a thick water. See, like this. So once again, I apply it on my face, on my hand, and then I just pat it like this, and I continue patting until I cover the whole face. It has this wet look for a while, but after a while it gets absorbed and it disappears. So for now it's still quite moist. Any product excess I always apply on my neck. So it's still a little bit tacky, but I'm not gonna wait until it gets fully absorbed. The next step is oil. I love applying oil, but my skin is oily. So what I found that first of all, I use the Herbivore Emerald oil, and I add some essential oils inside. I added rose and lemon and lime and orange. So I literally apply 3 drops. You see how tiny it is? That's what I have. So then after this, that's how much oil I have. I kind of pat it and I just press it. So I don't really need a lot of oil on my face. It just helps to seal all that moisture that I applied before. And also it smells amazing. Okay, the next step that I apply only in summer is sun protection. I use Biore. Today is quite cloudy, but I'm not sure what it's gonna be later in the day. Maybe it's gonna get sunny, so I'm gonna apply, but not so much. Basically I just apply dot. Oh, okay, a bit too much. Dot all over my face, and then whatever is left I apply, especially at the back of my neck, because that is where I get suntan the fastest because my hair is short. So if I bend down or if I walk around and my t-shirt is quite low here, so this part get suntan the fastest, and then I just rub it in. Okay, so that's the end of the skincare, and now we're gonna proceed with the makeup. So I will use Zelens foundation, and I'm just gonna apply it with hands today. Today I'm gonna show a super simple no makeup look. No fancy colorful eyeshadow. Just a natural glow. I love using makeup to look healthy, to look fresh, well rested. I think that's the main advantage or main reason to use the makeup. But sometimes I like to go crazy and use some colors on my eyes. So always go as close to the hairline as possible so there were no any missed places. Okay. As you can see, it looks pretty natural. If you look close up, you cannot really see the foundation on my face. It looks as if it's my own skin. It doesn't cover all the imperfection. This foundation is quite light, but I'm okay with that. I don't need to camouflage anything. Like for example, here I have a tiny bit of redness here. It's kind of mostly covered, but maybe not 100%, but I'm happy with it. Blush. Powder. Eyeshadow in a crease. By the way, last time I was telling you that I really love this brush and it was discontinued, and I was asking if there is any brush that looks similar, and I think I found it. I didn't order it yet, but I will once we get our new permanent address. And that is the brush by Wine Goss. And I checked on his website. He has a couple of brushes in different sizes that have the same shape. They do not have this sharp tip on it, so they're a little bit more rounded, but overall the shape is super close to this one. So I plan to order them in several sizes and check if they work as well as this one. I'm quite sure they will. Actually, I love his brushes. I have, I think, just one or two of his brushes. Like right now I have this one and I really love it. I seldom use it nowadays. I'm not sure why. I think I just forgot about it, but there was time when I was using it every day, and I used it to apply the brush under the eye. Oh, sorry, powder under the eyes. Okay, so now is the eyeshadow, and today I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadow in Eyes to Mesmerize. I really love this color. Look how beautiful it is. Again, it looks very natural. A little bit too light for my eyelids, but for somebody who has lighter eyelids, I think it's just gonna look perfect. So what I do is I apply it all along the eyelid, but I do not go too high. Okay, you see, I applied only along here. So you see, this one is much brighter, and we're gonna do the same here. I apply a very thin layer, and then after I done the first layer, I just maybe I will add on a little bit here to build up the intensity, a little bit here to make it brighter, and my favorite spot is on top of the pupil right here. You see, it looks natural and yet very fresh. The eyes look shiny and fresh. Eyeliner. So because it's everyday look, so I'm not gonna draw the wing for the eyeliner. So okay, so you see it stops all the way here. If I want to extend it later, so I can do it anytime later, maybe after I apply the mascara. For now, that's all. So now I'm gonna do this little trick. So basically what I want to do is to extend it, but I use my eyebrow pencil for that because it doesn't have this harsh look. It looks very natural, you see, and that's why I tiny little bit extend this wing, and it looks pretty natural. Look at this. Okay, and then I use the same pencil to draw the eyebrows. You see, my hair are very stubborn and they are always looking down. So kind of give up on them already. I try to use gels to make them and to try to comb them up, but it doesn't really work for me. I mean, they stayed like this for a while, and after this they still turn downwards, so they're quite stubborn. And also I do not like this stickiness feeling on my skin from the gel, you know, like when the hairs stick to your forehead. No, not the hair, I mean the eyebrows. I was considering doing the embroidery for this part of my eyebrow, but once again I haven't decided yet. It's difficult to find the person who can do it really natural, especially now that we live in a very small town. I think there is nobody around here who can do it, and I don't want to bother to travel somewhere just for the sake of my eyebrows. And I actually found one very skillful artist, but it was in Singapore, and it was just before we were leaving to Canada, and she told me that I will need to come for correction 6 months later, and at that time we were not in Singapore anymore. So I decided not to do it. Alright, mascara. So kind of push my eyelashes in the direction where I want them to go, like to the outside, up and outside. So the last step is the lips, and today again I will use this NYX Dazed and Diffused Blurring Lip Stick. So it has a pencil on one side and it has a brush on the other side, which I seldom use. So what I do is I simply line my my lip contour and then smudge it a little bit with my finger. So this is how I do it. I will look in the mirror behind the camera. Okay, so the line is ready, and now I'm gonna smudge it with my finger. So this is my daily look. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions below.